Welcome, welcome back, boys. I hope you're having a great day. But today we're back with another banger. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, please hit that subscribe button and that like button, as it helps me out a lot. But today, I want to speak about the Raffle event and how it's affected the economy, but also if it's helped or not. We'll also be talking about some of the items that have been added for this event, but also some of the items that are already in the game, and how it's affected the prices of those items. But also the main point of the video, we'll discuss if it has helped or saved the price of some of the items, and if it has saved the economy or at least helped the economy. Because as most of you guys know, the economy's not doing too well. We've had a lot of cheaters and lots of macros, things like that. And I'm guessing Hypixel placed this event just to fix up some of the items, like the Hyperions being 2.2 billion, things like that. That's why the Raffle event was placed. That's my opinion. That's what I think. Because some of the prices have just been skyrocketing, things like that. And they've added the event. It might be just to celebrate the year 300, but it could be also, which I think is literally just to save the economy and help it out a little bit, so the prices are not as crazy as when like a new player joins. They'll see the prices. They might not want to play, you know. So I think that's why the event was placed there. So, and we'll also be talking about some of the new items that were added into the game, like I said, which we'll probably start off with now. So, first of all, we've got the uncommon party hat. It's actually pretty useless. It's a pet item, and you obviously give it to your pet, and it just displays particles of your rank. So if you've got like MVP plus and that plus at the end has a red color, your particles will be red. If it's MVP like with a green, pink or something like that, it just depends on the color. But say you're VIP. If you're VIP, obviously you're going to be with them. VIP plus. You'd have to be VIP plus, I'm guessing. I don't remember if I think it's the orange or yellow or something like that. I'm not really too sure. Then that's the particles that you will get. But next up, we've got the cake counter. This is actually a furniture piece. It gets placed on your island, and every single piece of cake that gets consumed of your island, it will count it. Pretty useless item to me. Some people might like it, like for Portal Hub. That'd be a cool item to see. But some people just don't have cakes on their island. Some do. But we also have another item, which some people might have thought would be awful. However, it turns out actually to be a pretty decent item. As most of you might remember, we have the aspect of the Jerry, with awful stats, unless you obviously apply the thick reforge, and the ability does nothing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, they have added the aspect of the Jerry, but the signature edition. This comes with, again, awful stats, but the ability could be actually very great. It consumes a bit of your mana, and it applies it as damage. But again, you can apply the thick reforge and things like that too, fully maxed out. So that might not be too bad of a sword. So I'd say that's pretty nice, to be fair. I've got nothing bad to say about that. But we also have a complete useless item, the Rainbow 3 book bundle. Yep, you open up the bundle, you get a Rainbow 3 book. The point of this book is you apply it to shears, and it's an 80% chance to turn the sheep rainbow, and obviously put it upside down, like you could do in a vanilla Minecraft with a name tag. To me, this item is very useless. I don't see the point. But yeah, it's just, some of you guys might like it. I don't. I generally just don't. We also have the fruit bowl that got added, which is actually a kind of interesting item. As you go around clicking it on people, and you have to collect, as some of you may know, each of your profiles has a name, like raspberry, zucchini, mango, things like that. Well, you have to go collect one of each profile names on that item, and I'm pretty sure it gives you a farming bonus, wisdom bonus, and 250,000 coins. After you've completed, obviously again, every single one, it resets, I believe, and you could do it again. I'm not really too sure on that one, but yeah, that's how the fruit bowl works. we also had a pretty interesting item actually get added, the complete century cake bundle. That was from the raffles you could get it. It was a really rare raffle, chance, blah blah. But from this bundle you could get 14 of like every single cake. You get 14 century cakes. Actually a very nice item. I'd say it's very useful. To be honest, if I got one, I'd collect it, I'd store it, sell it in a long time, because as a bundle I think it'd sell for more than if they sell individually, because that bundle's actually like a rare item. You know, I'm not really sure if it's soulbound. I'm guessing the bundle's not soulbound because the things inside would be soulbound, and obviously they're not. But yeah, if I was you guys, if anyone got it, I'd save it for a while. But we've also got a similar item called the random century cake bundle, which this cake, instead of 14, it gives you 5 cakes. But again, the random ones, you could just get the same 2 things like that. It's completely random. Where like the complete century cake bundle gives you 1 of each, like fully. Now, random cake century bundle is just random cakes. And then the last 2 was actually from the milestones of the Raffle event, like the Century Talisman. I believe you got that at 100 tickets, and they have rocketed up in price, as they were about 10 million when when people started getting them. They're about 30 million. If I was you guys, wouldn't sell it. Don't sell it. I know it might seem like a massive amount, but you have to remember, you're going to be OG people. Like, you can never get this talisman again. Like, I don't think they'll ever release this event again, so if I was you, I'd keep that. It doesn't really have any use. It's just a common talisman, but it's still nice to have, collector's item sort of thing. But we also had a pet skin added, the Ancient Turtle pet skin. It's a mythic pet skin. Many people got it. It's not really worth much, but I'd say, again, just keep it for a long time, sell it later. You know how pet skins work, like, you just can't get them again, you know, so they skyrocket up in price later. Yeah, that's about it for the new items. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else being added. If I missed anything, please do comment down below. Alright, next we're going to be talking about the items in game that were affected. Alright, first of all, I want to speak about the giant sword. Yeah, the giant sword. As you see, at the start of the event, it's plus around 260 million, 220 million. It started falling. I'm not sure if this really started the event, somewhere there. Then it stayed about the same, but if anything, it's only started going up. As you see, keeps going. Now, it's coming to about 300 million for a giant sword. From like 200 million to 300 million. It's taken a bit of an increase from my perspective, but I generally think it definitely has not helped the giant sword. If anything, it's only increased the prices by a lot. Next up, we've got the Divan's alloy. Alright, here, as you see guys, it was around 960 million, dropped 130 million, took a bit of a dip, it started dropping, it did drop, but then it went up. As you see, same pattern as the giant sword. It only caused the event only caused the giant sword to go up, same as the Divan's alloy. It's only gone up, so I think this is not going too well. If anything, it's only increased the prices so far. That's from my perspective. Yeah, it's had a few dips, but it was better buying the Divan's alloy in the middle of the event, or even at the start, because that's where it was cheaper. It's only started going up from then. Right, we're only going over like the most expensive items that I think were in the event. Well, that were in the event. So next up, we've got the Judgment Core. The Judgment Core started around 307 million. And again, same pattern. It's only gone up in price. It's really just going up. I'm not sure if it's gonna skyrocket down, something like that. Maybe some people haven't sold the stuff yet, But again, it's only gone up. Alright, let's move on to the next item. Next up, we have the space helmet, which used to be given out by admins, and then you have your name next to it and the admin's name that it was given by. However, as we see here during the week, 769 million, and you could tell by the graph already, it went up. This was yesterday, well actually earlier, sort of yesterday, today. But then it kind of fixed itself, so to be fair, this about, it's still going down, so I think it's just going to go back to normal prices. I don't think it's really affected the space helmet much, except here someone just got lucky and sold it for 1.2 billion somehow. But yeah, I don't really think it's affected the space helmet much. Next up, we've got the Warden's Heart. Alright, let's check out the Warden's Heart. So here we have the Warden's Heart. Alright. Again, as we see here, 189 million. It went down, and then up again. And then it's actually gone up. But to be honest, it's stayed around the same. Hasn't really changed too much. Again, I'd say it hasn't really affected the Warden's Heart much. Yes, I think it's just going to stay the same. I'm not sure, but you see this a bit of a up here, but I think it's just going to do the same thing, just go down. Might not, might go up, but I don't think so. But yeah, we've only got a few more items to go. But again, I think it's just going to stay the same. Alright, let's move on to the next one. As we see here, we've got the Necron's handle. The last two items I'll be going over. We have one going for 765 million about here. And took a dip, went down quite a bit to be fair. Stayed around 700-ish million. Well, then went back up. Someone got lucky here. But you want to be looking at minimum. And it's going around 800 million. So someone got one for 300 million. That's a bit crazy. But yeah, again, stayed about the same, except gone up 100 million. Might just go back down. So I don't think this is going to change too much. So, which I think was meant to actually change the most. I think this is the one that's just literally just also going to stay the same. So I don't think the event affected this one much. Alright, next up we've got the overflow capacitor. As we see here, it's not looking too good. Started off about 72 million and it's only gone up from there. I really think this has not helped the overflux. It's only made it worse. But I honestly wanted to get myself one of these, but I don't think I'll be getting one unless they drop in price. Like, I don't know, 20 million more is not too bad, but 20 million, you could do quite a bit of 20 million. But yeah, it's not helped the overflux. But this is the last item that we'll be looking at that has changed during the event. The rest has not really affected them, let's say, because obviously the rest of the items are pretty much new items, things like that. So yeah, that's about it for these. So it's time to make the final decision if the event has helped Skyblock or if it has not. Alright, so time to make the final decision. Has the event helped Skyblock or has it not? Right, personally, in my opinion, I'm not really sure because, again, some of the people might be keeping the items in their inventories and they're not selling it, things like that. But so far as I'm looking at the graphs, it has not really helped. Some of the items have stayed the same. This is not because of the event, maybe just literally stayed the same. Maybe they were dropping in price and then they went back up because of the event, more things coming into the economy and things like that. But some of the items rose in price. I think that's because just the amount of them getting pushed out. I think they might fall back down in price and just go back to normal. I think everything's just going to go back to normal. I'm not really sure because, again, some people might be keeping in their inventories and they might be getting sold and then all of a sudden we're going to have a spike down and it's just going to drop. That's what could happen in Skyblock. It's very, very random. But that's my personal opinion. Tell me what you guys think in the comments, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.